Hey, oh God, what what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host JP,
Hey, yo.
and alongside me, as always, the 6'10" beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K.
Oh, konnichiwa, my people.
Okay, what happened?
Hey, so I told you I'm at my homie house, right? So
Right.
I had the picture of fucking Lamar Jackson up, right? You know the one I used when he was Snoop and Baby Boy for Halloween. So I had that up, man. I was talking about it, and motherfucker looked at it, was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, "That's Lamar Jackson." I'm like, "Do you know what he looked like in real life?" Motherfucker like, "Nah." So I'm like, "All right." Mother thought I was going to put the picture up of Lamar Jackson, and it was this background. Oh, shit. Oh, my head hurting. Oh, my head hurting. Oh, God. Oh,
That's
yo.
that's foul, K. That's so beyond disrespectful.
That shit happened as soon as you press the countdown. So I've been laughing for like a minute and 20 seconds straight, bro. Oh, God.
Oh, well, for those of you watching now, appreciate you guys for watching with us. We got a lot to talk about today. A few things happen in the NFL. Got top 5 list at the end of the show today. A little bit of a different style of doing it, but nonetheless, the top 5 back in fruition at the end of the show. But let's get into it. Okay, you'll have to bring up the scores and everything else like that, so we'll go through it. But I just wanted to talk about something real quick. Now we all know, everybody and their mama knows, that the Las Vegas Raiders are ass cheeks.
Thank you, rest in shit.
Damn, we starting like this, huh?
Um, we all knew this. We all know this. Now, for Derek Carr, who I have always said is a glorified version of his brother, came at a press conference at the end of the previous or this latest loss this season, talking about we put all this work during the week, and it's so hard that you just all the work you put in, all the hours, and to not get the result that you want, it's just hard. Really. Now, oh God, I don't even know where to really begin with this other than why the fuck are you crying at a press conference after a loss? What sort of I'm trying to play the sympathy card so fast bullshit did I just see? Here's why I don't give a shit. Not only is it because of the Raiders. That's so it's already a given I don't give a damn. But now coming up crying after a loss because the season hasn't gone your way. Because it's hard to win in the NFL. You put all the time and work in and all that. It's just hard and frustrating. It sounds like somebody who was expecting a whole lot more than what was the reality of the situation. You play for the Raiders. The owner is bowl cut, Chucky doll looking motherfucker Mark Davis. Okay. Hasn't gotten a haircut since 75. And still does it the same way. Puts the bowl on top of the head and just turns right around. He's added a little length in the back. He's trying to go for a bowl cut mullet. You play for this organization who, in my opinion, just missed the list at the end of the show. And you're going to complain about how difficult it is to essentially be in the NFL and how frustrating it is to not win. But there's a different way he could have presented this. I completely understand being a former football player, how emotional, how frustrating, how crazy the game of football can get. I have had those emotions myself. Big games, all that type of stuff. I've had those emotions. I know. I understand it. It's one thing to, when the game is over or something like that, to cry amongst your teammates and like to shed those tears with your teammates or whatever. It's one thing. You know, even in a for a big game, for a press conference to show the type of emotion is acceptable. But to cry because your team is ass and you can't get a win. We work so hard. Everybody works hard in the NFL. Guess what? That team that you just lost to worked a little bit harder than you this week. Had a bit of a better game plan, had a better strategy going towards the end of the game itself.
I mean, some need to be said about that though, because they slandered my boy Jeff Saturday, bro. He was my favorite old lineman of all time. You ain't gonna slander my boy Jeff Saturday and he go out there and win a game. Not
Here's
you, but because we ain't been on since he got hired.
The Jeff I'll get that was something that I looked at a certain way, and then I realized what the talking heads were saying, and then I was looking at it in another way. There's a whole lot for the Jeff Saturday situation. But when you're looking at the Raiders and you're looking at Derek Carr, like the amount of just look, I want to get around this to a point where I'm not sounding like a total ass, but I am. um to me, it's just there was no need for it. He could have gotten up there and showed that emotion in a different, to sit there with the paused crying, the theatrics of it, that it seemed like. I'm not saying that it was staged, but holy shit, man.
I'm gonna be honest with
You
you.
know, like,
Theatrics kind of put you all the way out there, making you think he faking it. But I personally think we need to see Derek cry again, because if he just boohoo regular like everybody else and he don't pause before he cried, then I'm with you. But if he does this whole fucking get up, matter of fact, put David on the motherfucking TV screen. Like, he should have been the first motherfucker that was online on any newscast come Monday. He should have been the very first person that was on the screen. You see what I'm saying? Like 5:00 Monday morning, David Carr. Like, you gotta go straight to him. That's your brother. We gotta hear from you, bro. Is that how he cried? That would have been the first question. Is that how you cry for real?
is that how he really cried? When y'all were kids and you were beating his ass, did he really cry that way?
Like that. If he cried like that, he take, you know what I'm saying? Because
those pauses,
bro,
just, I'm gonna.
I feel like they put him in church because he's probably crazy as shit. He go full Sid on the sideline every time they be losing, bro. I'll be really scared. Like, if this man bring a fucking the bottle rocket, what's the shit called? He take fucking Buzz too.
Put Buzz Lightyear on a bottle rocket and just send him to the moon.
Yeah, you see him coming with a life-size bottle rocket to the Raiders facility, You better move
Like,
Al Davis to goddamn Josh McDaniels.
I'm just saying, I have no sympathy for it. Like, everybody's like, oh, it just shows the emotion of the game. But everybody fucking works hard in that goddamn league. Everybody came from somewhere. Most of them came from fucking nowhere. Everybody in that fucking league knows the struggle. Everybody knows what it takes to be in that position.
All right, so can we individualize it for a second? I'm with you that it might be a lot, but at the same time, to be devil's advocate, would you say, let me ask you a series of questions. Not many. You're a Niners fan, obviously, but at the same time, you see the Raiders for who they really are.
Mhm.
So can you say that the Raiders receiver, since Derek Carr's been there, has been subpar or below subpar?
The performance or on paper of who he has.
Performance mattered the most.
I mean, Devontae Adams is Devontae Adams.
That's the only one that you can really say that's been good.
He's the only one who's always going to get his, no matter what. That's just, you can hate on the team or whatever as much as you want when you analyze it the right way. Of course, I hate the fucking Raiders, but Devontae Adams, I would be a dumbass to say that Devontae Adams ain't shit.
Right.
Now, I said on radio, shout out to ESPN 1320 Sacramento, I told them that even though that they added Devontae Adams, it wasn't going to matter. The Raiders were still going to suck. And and it had nothing to do with how good Devontae Adams is.
Right.
It had everything to do with what I know about the organization. That has everything that's why.
Can you give them a kind of insight of what you mean?
As is in what? Like, you just look at the history
what is
of
your
the
point
team.
about the organization? What is go on.
Look at the history of the team. Look at everything that they have gone through since the Super Bowl lost against the Bucks. That was the best team they had in forever. They had both Jerry Rice and fucking Tim Brown on the same goddamn team.
And the MVP of the league, Rich Gannon.
Which, that's weird to say.
He was balling with them. I don't give a fuck.
He was. He was. Rich Gannon, I give Rich Gannon his due. He was not bad. He wasn't superstar, but he was not bad.
Man went MVP, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve it?
Watch. They're going to give Tua MVP because Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are beasts.
If they're smart, I get that bitch to Geno, but they might give it to Tua because of them sorry.
You're gonna have to make an argument for me because
bro, the Seattle Seahawks are supposed to be fucking 3-6, not motherfucking 6-4. Like,
who have they played though, really?
Bro, they're winning games with rookies. They got 2 rookie tackles. They got a rookie running back. Yeah, you got DK and Tyler, but everybody else is fucking rookies, essentially. Geno basically getting his first start in almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? His first, like, actual starting of leading a team into a whole season.
Yeah, not just starting one game because the starter's hurt. We're talking about, like, taking the reins for a full season.
Right. And, like, 10 years, bro, like, come on. Like, Geno deserved that bitch. You give it to fucking Tua, it's like what Tua overcame. They're going to give it to him because of he had 2 concussions. Look how the organization did him. Now he got Tyreek Hill. We thought he was injury prone. Look at him now. Like, they're going to give it to him for that. But Geno is a better story than Tua. You see what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, Geno's a way better story than Tua. He got drafted to the New York Jets. Anybody that go to the New York Jets and then find success after that, you got to give him a motherfucking MVP. You got to. It's only right. Darrell Reeves should have got that bitch when he went to the Patriots and won the Super Bowl. I'll tell you. Hey, look, man. That's just
it's by default.
By default. Pure default. They got drafted to the Jets and they found success elsewhere. Look, you the MVP for real. Real
but only
shit.
if you have success. You can't suck anywhere else.
Right. I mean, success, and you the main contributor of say success. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
when we played them boys in Munich, Gino was fucking balling, bro. Gino was balling. He only had a few mistakes, but Gino was fucking balling, bro. I was fucking nervous when we got towards the end of that fourth quarter. I was like, all right, when they scored, I was like, oh, okay now. I was like, okay now, we need to get a few first downs and let's end this shit.
Hurry the fuck up.
That's kind of where I was at. So I was, but that's why. So it's like I feel like Gino deserves it more than Tua, but they gonna give it to Tua because of the concussions. And he went to fucking Alabama. Gino went to West Virginia and fucking threw for over 500 yards in a game, bro. Like, man, you can't tell me shit.
No,
Gino
in college at West Virginia was
a fucking dog.
it was a
He,
fucking cheat code.
bro, he was a fucking dog. I'm like, how in the fuck West Virginia? West
Yeah,
fucking
no, he was a cheat code in college,
was
but
Pat McAfee there too?
huh?
Was Pat McAfee there during that time? Because he went to West Virginia.
Pat McAfee was there during the Pat White days.
Ah, that makes more sense. So Pat
Yeah.
White,
Pat White was the shit though, bro. Pat White was also a fucking cheat code in college.
I mean, I think Gino surpassed Pat White. I'm gonna be honest with you at West Virginia.
In
That's my opinion.
passing and stuff, I would agree, but on the ground, Pat White was way
Oh,
better than Gino.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
even close.
Yeah, fully agree.
Like passing Gino, yeah, like he surpassed him and stuff like that when it came to records and all that kind of stuff. But like on the ground, you couldn't touch Pat White. At
Yeah.
West Virginia, you couldn't fucking touch Pat White.
I agree.
That dude was again, you talk about guys who were cheat, and it's a shame because you talk about a lot of guys in the NFL who, when they were in college, were, like I said, cheat codes.
Mhm.
And you look at them now, and you would never think that in college that they were this insane fucking athlete.
How about this?
Most
Let's save this conversation and make it a top 5 later on. Not today, but I'm saying later on.
top 5 college cheat codes.
Yeah, I've yet to see anybody do that one.
Yeah, we can do that one. That's for sure. Or not just cheat codes, but like cheat codes you wouldn't necessarily think of initially. Maybe. I know that's a horrible title, but cheat codes is great.
Mhm.
I'm saying the concept of it.
Mhm.
But I was saying, like, because I bet you people right now, they probably, like, if they listen to this or saw that, they wouldn't even know who the fuck Pat White is.
I mean,
Like,
depending
honestly.
on the age bracket. Age
Well,
bracket.
I mean, yeah.
If
It
they're
does depend on the
in
age bracket.
my bracket or older, yeah. If they're in your bracket or younger, yeah. Honestly, I feel like your bracket still knows what the fuck going on. It's like the bracket under your bracket wouldn't know none of this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the ones that are like just younger than me, no,
Yeah.
they wouldn't know who Pat White is.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I'm 30, so anybody I would say 25 and younger probably doesn't know.
yeah, don't know who Pat White is. Yeah,
They were probably alive during Pat White. They weren't old enough to remember Pat White.
right.
You know, so I would say as far as that. But if you don't know who if you don't know who Pat White is, fucking look up his West Virginia highlights.
Hey, and if you do know who Pat White is and you're in that bracket, we're saying we'll apologize. Comment how we got what you fucked up. Leave a comment on how we got you fucked up, and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, one person doesn't speak for all of them, so.
No, I'm saying, it could be a multitude of.
I'd be like, hey, good for you to have that knowledge to know that.
Yeah. And interaction, shit.
Yeah.
No, fucking. You want to get to the scores because you mentioned it.
Well, Jeff Saturday, I want to talk about that real quick.
Which one? You kind of glitched.
The Jeff Saturday thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's the whole thing about him. So now, when I first saw the news that had happened, that Jeff Saturday was the interim coach, at first I was happy for him. I was like, hey, good for Jeff Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then start watching the talking heads on TV. Guys like Bill Cowher. and, and just uh, absolutely torching this coaching hire. Who I'm so I can't remember who said it. Who was the one who said like essentially it's not okay to hire your drinking buddy as the interim head coach?
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas. Oh my God. Joe Thomas, a fellow lineman, a fellow offensive lineman. He said it's not cool to hire your drinking buddy. I'm like, damn. That's just giving absolutely zero faith in what could possibly be. Now, some of them had good points. No experience whatsoever. The only thing that he had was being an advisor to the football club.
I mean,
That's
he
it.
coached high school. He was a head coach of high school. That's about all he had outside of being an advisor. He coached high school football.
Okay. If you coached high school football, then that's a little bit of an experience, but it's not like,
Yeah, it's not an NFL team, even though
I
yeah.
mean, does somebody else probably deserve that job? Yeah, most definitely. Put in more work, more time, all that kind of, absolutely. Does somebody else with more credentials and stuff like that deserve that job? For sure. But we're not the owners of the Colts. Jim Irsay's wild ass is.
I mean, not only that, who the fuck would you want to put in that position to take over that shit show? Because that's essentially what the fuck that is. It's a shit show. And like you doing all this rah-rah, but they don't do all this rah-rah for teams that actually have a chance. Like the Colts don't have a chance to do shit this year.
No,
Like
they're cheeks. I mean,
let Jeff, who was a former player, because I watched Pat McAfee talk on this, and all his points made fucking sense to me. But granted, he's biased. He said that, but it made sense. I'm like, Jeff was there when they won a Super Bowl with Peyton. Jeff was there for a good amount of time, so they know who he is. They know his face. They know his work ethic. They know everything about him as players. And people resonate the people that work hard or play well, at least me. If you play football before, I can, you know what I mean? Like you played it and you know what you're talking about, then cool.
yeah,
If you know what you're talking about and you ain't never played it, cool too. Like I ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like I'm ignoring people that never played,
right.
but it's like it resonates a little better when it's a former player. That's just how it is. Like it's like you know what the fuck going on. Like you know what we going through. And right now, that's kind of what the fuck they need. They need somebody that used to be there. Let him finish out the season. I'm like, if they feel that strongly about that shit, it sounds like the two people that we name an example, this sounds like them motherfuckers jealous. They want the job.
I mean,
And they're like, Bill, you
we're
retired.
talking like people saying that this shit was disgraceful. Like we're talking like people were talking about this being the craziest, most disrespectful, coaching hire of all time.
I want to hear them same two people have their thoughts on the Washington Commanders owner. Give me their thoughts on him. If they got this what they saying about Jim Irsay and Just Said, I want to hear their thoughts on Buddy touching women in the dang on workplace. Him
Oh,
saying,
I'm sure they don't, they disagree with that and all that other kind of stuff too. I'm sure
I
they
want,
do.
I want to hear their elaborate thoughts the same way they just talked about Jeff.
Well, that's also true. But I mean, I did get God, I forgot what her name was. Uh Jojo? No. Fuck. Good shit. I forgot. She's on ESPN talking about, I don't want to hear anything about
Shit.
when we're talking about the hiring of minority or female coaches. We don't want to hear that excuse of, oh, the whole no experience bullshit.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I was like, okay, that makes sense. We're talking about NFL experience, and she made the points of that I just mentioned. The coaches who were there and putting in the work, the assistant coaches and the coordinators and all that stuff who were already there and that kind of shit. That's understandable. I get that they probably deserve it more than he does because they've been there through the grind.
Right.
But I also understand, like a Pat McAfee, the experience that Jeff Saturday has as a player helps. It may not be everything, but it could be a motivating factor in getting the team to do. He could just be one of those motivational coaches that just, hey, the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, I'm gonna fucking let them do their thing. Special teams, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, coach. If there's I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna make any of the decisions, but you be able to rely on your people around you so that you can be the motivating factor of a team. And Jeff Saturday might have that potential to be able to be like, oh yeah, I can motivate my guys to get done what needs to get done.
Man,
And sometimes for some teams with the right motivational head coach, sky's the limit. When you've got a team that respects their coach, and is willing to play for them, that's all you can really ask for.
Two things I know for certain. First thing, that offensive line is going to play a lot better for the rest of that season. That's first off. So second thing,
he can bring his experience into that as well. Yeah,
experience, knowledge, all that shit. But the second thing is that if he does not become the coach next season, he goes back to his his analyst job. They need to have a fucking camera in the office. I need to see this.
Oh, and especially if the season, like, if his tenure from here on out, like, he wins with a winning record, he goes with a winning record.
Right.
He'd get to sit in that analyst seat and go, "What's up? All y'all were talking, and yet this is what happened. I fucking produced. What's up? Anybody got anything else to say? At least to my face? Huh? Everybody's real good at talking on TV, but when I'm in your face, you're real fucking quiet. What's up? What's going on?"
I need to see that fucking footage inside the fucking goddamn studio, in the office. The office, because you don't see him in the office.
Stephen A. gonna be like,
no, I think Stephen A. will still be like, shit, he stood by what he stood by. I think out of all the motherfuckers, I think Stephen A. just don't give a shit. He just speak his truth. After I seen interviews with him, I think he speaks his truth. After I seen interviews with Stephen A. So that's the one person I don't think will be fucking timid. I think a lot of them other motherfuckers will be, though. They're going to be doing that face you just made. For sure.
you think Joe Thomas would be like that?
I don't think so, but I think Joe Thomas will understand that is what LeBron say, 0 dark 30. Like, do not talk to me, sir.
Well, my thing is how many of them can admit that they were wrong? That's the thing I really want. How many of them can really go up to and be like, "Hey, this is what I thought at the time, and I will admit you had a successful season.
Yo,
You made me eat my words. That I can't obviously take back what I said,
right,
but you proved me wrong.
right.
That's fine." How many of them can say that? How many of them are going to say that?
I don't know, but I hope Joe Thomas one of them because he for sure went hard, bodyguard hard on Jeff.
when the drinking buddy line, I was like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of thought he went just a little too far with that one.
No, because they said that same shit with Jason Garrett. Because if you think it's too far with Jeff, you gotta say it's too far with Jason. You got to. It's only fair. It's only fair. Because he was a drinking buddy of the owner, and he was a former player too of that team. It's the
Yep.
exact same situation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you don't say that,
Didn't Garrett have coaching experience prior?
I think he was an assistant coach and shit on the team.
See, that's different than this situation.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as the drinking buddy situation, like they kept making it a
Okay.
point of being Jared's drinking buddy every what day it was Thursday, every Thursday, him and Jared would be at the front.
Okay, so let me take that back. It
Right.
wasn't too far. It was just getting to it.
Yeah, he was close. He was toting the line.
Because bro, and Cow, like I said, there was legitimate anger. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I don't think this was a great hire. I think they could have gone with this There was like actual passionate, I hate this fucking decision. This is the stupidest thing they could have ever done. And that, you know, like it was not, it wasn't just a talking point hot take just for a talking point hot take. It was legitimate from the heart. They fucking disagreed with the decision. It was something that should have never happened. Disgraceful. All that, just you name it, it was being said. So it's like I'm looking at both of the lines going, I can see where they're coming from, but then I can see the other side of it going like that's what they're not seeing. What they're not seeing is the playing experience that could go into being a good motivational tool for the team. Because it's still technically early enough in the season for them to turn it around and possibly make a playoff run. Technically. Can it happen? Probably not.
Absolutely
If
not.
if it doesn't happen, nobody's going to be surprised. If it does happen, I mean, hey, we're all going to be able to sit here and eat a shit sandwich and go, we were wrong.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be the first person. I'll be first in line to line my fucking bread up. I'm telling you right now because I'm gonna go just as hard about the whole team. I'm telling you right now, Jeff is getting them prepared. They basically doing OTAs for the rest of this year until next season. They ain't finna go nowhere. The rest of this weeks, the last 7 weeks of this season is OTAs for the fucking goddamn Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They might as well just go ahead and just call it as what it is. They have OTAs with Jeff Saturday.
It is wild, man.
Against other teams.
It is a wild situation. It really is. It was something that surprised the fuck out of me. Because in my head, I was like, okay, maybe for a GM position, this would make a little bit more sense. Because that's happened before. Players becoming GMs, John Lynch. Hello, that's one of them. You just, but like as the head coach, it's kind of, I was like, okay, it's the interim head coach. Okay, so this tells me they kind of hired him knowing that the situation wasn't going to be good, that the season wasn't going to be good, that they were probably going to have a losing record. They were probably going to be top 5 in the draft. So this is a situation I mean, there could be many other ways of doing it, but this could be a situation of getting Jeff Saturday coaching experience. So that if they go into it at the end of this season, and let's say Jeff Saturday, okay, what week is it right now? Week 9
10.
just passed?
Week 10 just passed.
Week 10 just passed. You have 7 weeks left in the season.
OTAs.
You've already won 1 game.
OTAs.
So if you go If they go 5-2, if they go 5-2, do you rehire Jeff Saturday as the head coach? That makes it tough, doesn't it?
It makes it tough, but at the same time, I mean, but yeah, I feel like that'll be a great reason to rehire him. We probably should pull up the Colts.
5-2 with
They go
upside.
they go to 5.
I'm saying 5-2 with upside, with like signs of growth that next year could be something crazy. I don't know. I don't see why not, to be honest with you.
Listen, they got the Eagles, Steelers, Cowboys, Vikings, Chargers, Giants, Texans. They're not going 5-2. Them boys are going to OTAs.
Hold on, let's go. Okay. Who was the first one on there again?
Eagles. They got Eagles this Sunday. They finna get their ass whooped royally.
Yeah, because Eagles are pissed about what just happened against the Commanders.
Exactamundo. That shit finna
Who's the next one?
The Steelers.
They can maybe pull that one out.
Okay. Then you got.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're 1-1 right now.
Cowboys. That's an L. You might well go ahead and sew that up. I know you don't want to say it, but that's an L for sure. Michael Parsons going insane on fucking Matt Ryan. You can just lean on that. Just lean on that. That's what I'm leaning on. I'm leaning right there. Michael Parsons.
Okay.
11. Number 11.
1-2.
Vikings. You might well say 1-3.
1-3.
The Chargers. That'll be a 4. The Giants. That'll be a 5.
No.
All right, say that shit if you want to. The Giants gonna whoop their ass. I'm telling you right now.
Like, and the next one?
The fucking Texans, which they might win. They going 2-5.
They go 2-5 this whole situation.
Nick, hey, look, I'm telling you, it's finna get ruthless for them. And they barely beat the damn Raiders. They fucking finna get dogged out. And Matt Ryan ran. He did some miraculous shit. They was all energized and they won by 5. Hey, look, they gave all they could. 25 points was all they could.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's gonna get ruthless. I tried to tell you they're going to OTAs for the rest of the season. OTAs with Jeff Saturday. I want to see the office camera. I want to see the office camera, bro. That's it, because he gonna definitely be back in the studio. Definitely. You gave Jeff some coaching experience.
I tried. That goes from what's up to why is everybody laughing?
Nah, no. First off, ain't nobody gonna laugh at him for that. To be honest with you, the coach they had, he lost all 7 of them games. The coach they had right now, I mean, they had before Jeff, he would have lost all 7 of them games. So Jeff winning 2 of them out of the previous coach would have lost all 7. I mean, that's better. That's a step up. Shit, I did better than Frank did. Hey, that's literally.
Hey, did you end up beating me in fantasy?
Yep.
AJ Brown ended up shafting, huh?
I mean, Terry McLaurin, I had him.
Yeah, he did that for me too. No, you had Terry McLaurin on another team. That wasn't the Jaffa League. You had the Eagles defense.
I had the Eagles
and I had AJ Brown playing. You only beat me by like 2 points, and AJ Brown only had like 3.
You're right. Shitty.
So I was saying AJ Brown absolutely shafted that game.
And you better be glad I didn't have Julio in. I had Scotty Miller in. If I didn't have Julio in, you'd have got your ass whooped, sir.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was so pissed. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "One more catch, literally one more catch for like 20 yards, game over."
I mean, yeah, and then Darius Slade gets an interception. Okay,
bastard.
You're right, but shit. Oh God. Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Hey man, look, I understand it hurts because I was literally looking at that shit. I'm like, well, Josh won because I broke it earlier in the day. I kind of conceded all of my
Oh yeah, I
leads.
was looking at it too. As soon as I was like, I got AJ Brown left on Monday Night Football. I'm cool against the Commanders. I'm cool. I was like, he's gonna get a cool 15. I'm good.
Nope.
Look at my phone. 3 points. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Did I just lose
Yep.
to K
Yep.
because AJ Brown absolutely had an ass worthy of a game?
I mean, I'm doing the same strategy I did to you, to your nephew. I'm not switching out who I'm playing until Thursday. Right before the game. Get your nephew, put him right on edge because I know he ain't gonna pay attention that much. Go ahead. Thank you for the, I mean, I'm doing the same thing. I got keeping Trevor Lawrence in right now because I knew Trevor was gonna get more points. I'm so glad that nobody accepted my trade for Aaron Rodgers. Wow, he came back. He came back to his regular season form. That shit he did this past Sunday. Oh man, if I'd have had him in. I had a few people that you kind of avoided, bro.
Hey, Justin Fields has been doing good for me.
Hey, Fields went off for you, bro. I was like, you had Fields and you had McCaffrey and you still lost. I was like, yo. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't a great. I won in my other league, but this one was saltier for me.
I mean, you helped me in
This
the
one was
standings for sure. And I'm gonna go ahead and whoop your nephew too.
yeah. Please do. Please do.
I'm gonna go ahead and whoop him. Because I know this is a win because whoever who's first in the league right now, because he slid away and then he was neck and neck, and then the fucking I think somebody went off and he ended up winning by like fucking 6 or 10 points or some shit. But we were neck and neck.
It's my brother Juan.
I was right. I was right when that shit hurt because I didn't put. I had a couple people I didn't put in. I was fucking hurt. I was like, God.
Bro, last week I didn't put in Justin Fields and he scored 50 points. How do you think I felt?
I had him in another league and I was happy as fuck, but I ended up losing by like a point. It was crazy. But I felt for you. Did you lose?
In my other league? No.
I'm saying the one that you didn't put Justin Fields in.
No, I think so, yeah. I lost
That sucks, man.
by like a cool 10 points. I could have won by 30, but I lost by 10. Is what it is. Let's go down the scores of this week's game.
Yes, sir. So we start on Thursday. We had the Falcons losing to the fucking Panthers.
Wait.
He didn't play.
Wait.
He didn't play. PJ started. PJ started, bro.
I've already explained.
Oh my god. All
Guilty
right.
by equivocation.
So that score was 25-15. Let's just move on so we ain't gotta keep going through that shit. All right. So
Good choice.
yeah. So starting out the day on Sunday, ass crack in the morning, we had the Bucks and the Seahawks playing in Munich. You know, I was fully tuned in. I was bothering the shit out of all of y'all early in the fucking morning.
Bro, I woke up and looked at my phone. I'm like, what the fuck is Kay doing up this early in the morning?
Bro,
I was like, what is this?
I was
Why?
up in the morning. I was up at 4 in the morning. The game didn't start.
Your Twitter feed was like,
bro, I was going off. Bro, all of my Bucks buddies was on there going crazy. We were going crazy.
I was looking at, I went in Twitter, I was like, every fucking minute and a half, 2 minutes, a tweet post. God damn, Kay's got a lot to say about this game. God damn.
Bro, I was fucking.
Holy shit.
I was in it. That game. That's why I said I hope you guys are watching this game. Mad Six was, bro. When I tell you that shit felt bigger than the Super Bowl, I promise you. Watch the I don't know if you can catch the full game replay, but
Probably not.
that bro, when I tell you that game, Rich Eisen was in pure form. He was in rare form, bro. Rich Eisen was in rare fucking form. He was color commentating the game, basically, doing the shit.
Rich Eisen?
Rich Eisen. It was Rich Eisen, Michael Irvin. Who else was there? Fuck, it was 4 people. It was Rich Eisen, Michael Irvin, fucking
Commentating on the game.
Yeah.
Color commentated, play-by-play, all that shit.
Yes. It was Rich Eisen and Michael Irvin. It was mostly Rich Eisen, bro. I'm telling you, Rich Eisen was in rare form, bro. That shit was fucking great.
I didn't even realize that happened.
Dog, I'm telling you, you need to fucking watch this game all over. Like, you try to find it on YouTube. I promise you, that game was, the fans were chanting, they were singing songs. Bro, the shit was great, bro. And then it was a good fucking game on the field. Like, we got off on them at first, like scoring wise, but they were like playing. You know what I'm saying? They was playing good. And the punters was going crazy, bro. The fucking Seahawks punter was.
Hold on. I got to make this very clear to people.
Right.
If you are a punter or a kicker playing overseas, either in Mexico, in Germany, in England, in all the places that the NFL has gone to play, you need to be on your game.
Oh, fuck, bro.
If you stink, you will piss off an entire country. Do you understand that?
Bro. I'm going to tell you right now. They were going insane every time it was time to kick. They were going insane, bro, because the fucking punter for the Seahawks pinned us inside the fucking 5 like 2 or 3 times, bro.
He was like, I'm not letting these people down.
Bam, bro.
This is the first time my name is ever going to get cheered for.
Kamada, our punter, Baby Sada, bro, he cooking that shit up. I'm telling you. Baby Sada cooking that shit up. Bro, when I tell you they gave them the motherfucking touchback, when I tell you, if you look at that shit, he hit that bitch inside the motherfucking the line. It on the inch mark. He hit it inside the inch mark and it fucking like rolled to the 2. Bro, when I tell you, they were fucking coughing the fuck out of those punts, bro. They were going crazy. Ryan Suckup missed 1. They like kind of like, I was like, oh, and shit like that. He ain't missed shit after that.
Yeah, can't miss anything after that. You felt the people be not mad at you, disappointed.
Yeah, that's a different feeling. And
you're representing us right now, the kickers, the soccer players. You're representing us. Yeah, the ones who actually kick the fucking ball in football. You got to represent the disappointment of that crowd. I ain't gonna feel that again.
I'm gonna just say it like this: the Seahawks punter, hats off to you, for sure. Hats off to you. That fucker went off. I'm telling you, the game was amazing, bro. The Bucks.
I'll have to look back. I did not catch it because I was asleep.
Oh no, it was early as fuck. But the Bucks defense held Kenneth Walker to 17 yards, bro. They were going off. Kenneth Walker couldn't do a goddamn thing running. Dump offs and passes, like, you know what I'm saying? They were killing us in that department. They was killing us. DK was killing us. Tyler Lockett killed us. I'm telling you, they was going off. They were going off, bro. Fucking what's my boy? Marquise Goodwin. Bro, when I tell you this motherfucker had a mean ass touchdown catch, nasty. He dove for that bitch, Josh. He dove for that some bitch. Gino threw it. It was 4th and 1. It was 4th and 1 like on the fucking 40. And they like Gino like boots to the fucking left, and he throws that bitch just enough past the DB, bro. Just enough. And Marquise Goodwin dove for that bitch and got it. Like, bro, that was a great fucking game.
I kind of low key miss having Marquise Goodwin on the team.
Oh yeah, I told you y'all have no other receivers other than my boy Debo. I mean, you got Christian McCaffrey now, but you already know. That's really all you got.
Listen, man, Marquise Goodwin would have been a perfect over the top fucking piece in the offense.
Bro, the Seahawks. That's why I said the Seahawks, them boys is good, boy. They win in the division. Y'all might as well just go ahead and write the season off this year. If y'all don't play for a wild card spot, it's over. If you're not in that mix, it's all the way over, bro. You might as well just go ahead because the Seahawks is not. I seen from that game, like our defense probably played their best ball of the whole year. That game,
bro. They're gonna fuck around and give Gino the fucking comeback player of the year. They're not gonna give him the MVP.
Well, he's definitely getting that. But like I said, they're gonna give to it because of the concussions and all that extra BS, you know. But no, the next game after that, because NFL, thank y'all for that game in Munich because that was amazing. But another good game that came on.
Shout out to the fans out there in Munich.
For real.
Shout out for them for making the game. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it, like when they're doing the chants and the singing the songs and stuff as if they would be at a soccer game, at a football game.
Right.
That brings. I'm not gonna lie to you. If NFL fans did shit like that, that would make the game of football so much better.
They had
so much fucking better. But we're too drunk in the stands fighting each other. That's what we're doing.
Bro, they had an NFL pub out there. Like I told y'all, I follow a lot of Bucks fans on Twitter and shit, and they had a bunch of them went to Munich, and they were just posting pictures, and people was retweeting them and shit like that. It was just like it was a bunch
watching the football game in a legitimate pub
with Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott was at the fucking pub, bro.
How do you not enjoy life?
That's like, bro, you gotta think about it like this. You as a Buck fan, you go to Munich and you meet Mike Allstott.
I'm sorry. Me as a football fan, I would love Mike Allstott at a pub in Germany watching football.
Let me rephrase it. To every fan. Your favorite team is playing and you meet one of y'all legendary players in your team's pub in another country. Then you go see a legendary
Germany,
game.
of all places where beer is essentially free. Beer is on tap in every household in Germany.
I heard it was the end of Oktoberfest out there.
It doesn't matter. Oktoberfest is yearly fest. That's what that is.
Which it makes no
Bro,
sense.
In Germany, you're drinking at 14 years old as if you're already 30.
Well, I mean, that sounds like some
the Germans and the Irish, man, they can put it down.
Yeah, them boys get it in. They be getting it in.
That shit. I would love to go to an Irish pub, like a legitimate Irish pub in Ireland, and going to a pub in Germany. I would love to do that because the atmosphere there would be fucking insane.
Just think about it like this. Say the Niners had 2 games over there, one in Ireland and another in Germany. You meet Jerry in Ireland, and then you meet fucking Joe Montana in fucking Germany. You'll fucking lose your mind. You'll be like, I can die now.
Nothing else I need to accomplish.
As a football fan,
I'm cool.
I'm good now.
I'm sipping. I'm fucking downing beers by the pint with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice in Ireland and Germany.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
I'm done. We've already seen how Jerry gets down at Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him in Germany or Ireland? Oh my God. The GOAT in more ways than one.
That's a fact.
Ah, shit. It's doing it again. Hold on. Entertain them for a second.
All right. Entertainment is here. You guys, y'all hold on. I was bullshitting. I ain't finna entertain. Y'all cool. It's ASMR. Since he ain't here, I could eat.
There we go. Oh, shit. What did you tell them?
gave him a little ASMR.
We charge for that type of shit. What are you doing?
I'll put that shit on our Patreon.
Oh god damn. All right, what the game in Munich? Okay, so yeah, like again, I definitely heard and saw highlights of the game and the fans and stuff like that, and I was like, man, if the fans were like that in NFL stadiums here, holy shit, going to an NFL game would be a whole different experience. Like
Bro,
that would be fucking wild.
that was probably
Flags
the
and
best.
shit and flares and fucking never-ending chants and and singing. So, oh my
The only
god.
way that game could have been better is that bitch went to overtime. If that bitch went to overtime, they would have had smoke in the crowd. They would have been fucking. They would have been in that bitch, bro. They was having sing-alongs by the end of the game. By the fucking 2-minute warning mark, they was already having sing-alongs in the whole fucking stadium, bro.
See that? America, fans from overseas are
Appreciating,
celebrating the game better than y'all are. Do better.
bro.
Do better. This is a
Bro.
call out. This ain't no this is a call out. Come on. We can't be letting overseas beat us at our own fucking sport.
I mean, they do that a lot.
It's beyond the point. They do that in a lot of sports, particularly baseball.
Doncic. Jesus Christ. Hey, no.
Particularly baseball and basketball.
Yep, Giannis, Luka.
Basketball, literally like the top 5 players are from overseas.
Hold on, slow down. You still got Kevin Durant. You
All
still
right,
got
top 3. Jokic, Embiid, Giannis,
Luka for sure.
Luka.
You got
Luka's
LeBron.
up there. That's what I'm
KD.
saying. You got all these overseas players that are just fucking ridiculous. Oh, Domantas Sabonis almost just dunked on Kevin Durant. I'm watching the Kings Nets game right now. And Domantas Sabonis almost posterized Kevin Durant. Domantas Sabonis is another one of those overseas guys. He played college here, though. He played college in the States. He was at Gonzaga. But
That's
he's
a fact.
from somewhere else. I forgot exactly where he's from. Not Russia. Somewhere
He's from one of them countries with too many fucking goddamn
vowels.
There you go. I was thinking vowels the whole goddamn time. I'm like, say it. I see now. I know it
Could actually be consonants.
They got way too many consonants. A lot of them countries, and then they be having squiggly lines and all kind of shit. Nah, that's just me being American now. Shout out to fucking goddamn Seth MacFarlane.
Hey, shout out to one more time before we go to the next. Shout out to the fans of Munich for making that game memorable. Good job. Good job, guys.
As a Buck fan, I'll never forget that game. Never.
Giving an example of how it should be.
Real shit. That bro, this year, I can say this before we move on to the Buffalo Minnesota game. This year, I've literally had the best football moments I've had in my life this year. And that shit is sad to say because I didn't win a championship. I didn't win anything. I went to Seattle this year and played with another team with some Alaskans, and they made me fucking fall in love with football again. Like, I fucking saw my favorite team play overseas and fucking see how football should be celebrated within a fucking stadium. There was no booze, no fights, no extra shit. No, it was like all.
Oh no, there was when you say booze, do you mean like beer or do you mean booze as in like people booing?
Jeers.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, no.
No,
There were no jeers or anything. There was a whole lot of beers though. Did you see the size of those fucking beers that they were bringing down?
Look, my fat self wanted to fucking be there bad as shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I literally had this bitch on through the commercials. I was.
They had the beers and brats by the millions.
They can have the brats. Just give me the biz. I'm cool on the brats. I am not from New York. I am not from Buffalo. That don't fucking bother me none.
Hey, the brats and beer. Oh, that does something to you. That makes you sit on the toilet for a while. That's that type of
Oh yeah,
shit.
I was gonna say that's indigestion all day, heartburn.
You
Yeah,
need to have 2
that sounds like
bottles
a
of
good time.
Pepto-Bismol on hand at all times.
That did not sound like a good time for me. I promise. At all. At all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm
For
with the
those
beer.
for
I'm
those of you who don't understand the term, think of the Costco Polish dogs and what those did to you.
and if you're young enough, the glizzies. Mother
You know, the Taco Bell blast ass that you normally get, like that type of shit. You understand? Everybody knows. Everybody
Whoa.
knows. Everybody knows the feeling. Sunshine too. The next time we get him on the show, I'm gonna have him tell you that story.
Oh man. I'm gonna be we're gonna be outside your house like this, I promise you. We're gonna be right outside your house like this. I can see this now.
Just like, ugh. That's nasty. All right, after the Munich game, what do we got?
We got Buffalo and Minnesota. That game went
Min-
to overtime.
Bro, that game was dope. I'm not gonna lie. That was fuck. Justin Jefferson made people go like, Odell who?
Mm.
Like people went from saying that Odell's catch was the greatest catch they'd ever seen to seeing Justin Jefferson and going, I've never seen an amazing catch like that ever.
Mm.
Because not only did he catch it one-handed, falling back, he took it, literally took it from the defender's 2 hands. So this pass was contested. The defender literally had 2 hands on the ball. And Justin Jefferson proceeded to go, I'll take that. Snatched it, rolled with it, secured it, made the catch, and ran back like it's no big deal. Hey, let's get the next one. As if we didn't just see something superhuman. Look at the sidelines on that play.
Right.
Look at the reaction from the sideline on that play.
I gotta
And
look.
you will completely understand what the hell we just saw.
I didn't see it, so I gotta go see it.
I you had coaches and players like, what the fuck did we just see? It wild. Dude, Justin Jefferson's a beast. He is him and Chase and it's just that group of young receivers. Oh man, those guys are going to be so fucking exciting to watch in the near future. They're going to be so exciting to watch. I cannot wait to see what Justin Jefferson does. Justin Jefferson also passed who did he pass? It was Randy Moss and somebody else for quickest to, or not quickest, but no, maybe quickest most 100-yard games in their first few years or first few whatever games. So the kid is going to be something special. Now, whether or not he stays a Viking his entire career remains to be seen. But I feel like the Vikings would be really stupid not to pay out Justin Jefferson and keep him there forever. I think that's a receiver that you just don't let go. You don't let go of that type of talent, that type of Hall of Fame worthy potential. And that game as a whole was just like, and by the way, I think the interception by Josh Allen at the end was the football gods righting a wrong, because previously, on the Bills' final drive to send it into overtime, there was a pass thrown to Gabe Davis on the sideline that he did not catch. He trapped the shit out of that ball, and they called it a catch. They didn't even review it. They called the catch. They went on the ball. They didn't stop the game. They didn't even review it. It was within the two minutes. So it was pretty much mandatory for the refs to do it themselves because the coaches couldn't make a challenge. And they let it go. They didn't even attempt to review it. So that was a huge fuck up by the refs because the game should have been ended there. That was not a catch by Gabe Davis. So they ended up getting the touchdown and everything. And then afterwards, like I said, Josh Allen threw an interception, which I believe was the football gods righting wrong. But nonetheless, as a whole, that game was insane. It was absolutely nuts. For what it was. So yeah, Vikings are a sneaky, and not so sneaky anymore. The Vikings are 8-1 now, which nobody thought was going to be a thing. Nobody was looking at the Vikings as, holy shit, these guys might be Super Bowl contenders. You know, this might be something insane that we're looking at here. But congratulations to the Vikings on being 8-1. What's the next game we got on the list? Uh-oh. I think K might be gone.
I'm not. I'm coughing.
Oh, he was dying. That's why he's me. Okay.
Completely dying right now.
Get it together. Get it together.
I'm laughing in between goddamn inhaling. The motherfucker killed me right now. One, because I saw Justin Jefferson catch during you going through your fucking take show. So I've been over here trying to find a fucking picture to describe that motherfucking catch. But I can't find one. I thought I had a picture to describe this, and I know I did. But she's Louise, wait. Oh my God. This might work.
Which one we got here?
You motherfucker.
I mean, what you have there is pretty. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what you have right there is pretty good too. Because even I was like, stop. Like, can we? No. What is this? Can we stop? Can we stop this shit? Like, yikes. That was wild. It was absolutely wild.
I found one.
Got it?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I always find one. Always find one. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucker. This shit is.
You gotta go deep into the archives.
I had to dig in the fucking archives for this one. Wow, but it's doing the fucking more now. I think that'll work. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That was everybody. Did you see the sideline reactions?
Bro, they were jumping and shit. I was like, yep, that's a perfect reaction to that. That's the perfect reaction to that. Because if I was at that game, you damn sure believe I was gonna be the exact same way.
Like, we can leave now. Like, there ain't nothing else
That shit
spectacular
was
that we're gonna
fourth
see
and
here.
18. It was 4th and 18. Cousins literally just saw Jefferson and said, "Fuck it."
I'm just gonna throw it to him. Fuck it. And it's and again, he just got up and walked to the huddle like it's whatever.
He probably do that shit in practice all the fucking time.
He probably does that shit in his sleep.
I mean, LSU. Hey, look, Coach O knew how to pick him. He definitely knew how to pick him, boy.
Joe Burrow. That's my boy Joe.
Take it easy on cigar there, boy.
Yeah.
That was my favorite fucking moment, I swear to you. My favorite
fucking boy. Sometimes he sounds like that hillbilly from The Water Boy.
Oh, hell yeah. I think look, he was saying all of the right shit. They just couldn't understand it.
Exactly.
I'm like, everything you saying sound good to me.
I heard. Was that Creole? What was he speaking?
Oh, he was speaking gibberish, bro. He wasn't talking.
Like he was. That shit was. I know about that. It's like, who the fuck talks like that? I was like, do people in the like deep parts of Louisiana talk like that?
Oh, in the deep parts of the South, the accent get real thick, and they talk fast and talk low, and it runs together a lot. Yeah.
So it sounds like that.
Yeah, in the country, yeah, that shit run together for sure. So he was really mocking the shit, but at the same time, it like he made a lot of good fucking sense because them country ass towns, them motherfuckers, you catch one of them by the water, catch one of them right there by the goddamn water. I'm talking about the dirty water, the dirty water. You see the gator last second. Yeah, they gonna get you there, bub.
Oh man. They look good. I mean, yeah, Coach Bo. What else we got on here? What's next?
Alrighty, next game is the Lions Bears. Lions
Bears.
move on. Titans Broncos. Titans won 17-10. That sounds pretty on par. What the fuck that season looked like for the goddamn Broncos?
Broncos country. Just cry.
That was a try, but I mean, I don't think that was your best effort.
Not the best one, but that's what everyone in Denver's doing right now.
Oh yeah, they for sure mad as shit. They don't want to hear nothing about no damn Broncos country. So you got the Chiefs, Jaguars. Chiefs won for sure. Like we kind of knew that was gonna happen. 27-17. Got Dolphins beating the dog shit out of the Browns, 39-17. That's on par. The Giants winning against the Chiefs, 24-16. You got the Steelers beating the Aints, 20-10. That's on par for me. Because the Aints ain't gonna do shit. So, and Jameis should have took his ass to baseball, like I said. And then how about them some bitches sign Cam Newton? I about cried. I heard that news. My stomach hurt a little bit if that's true. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's gonna hurt because we ain't fucking finished playing their ass. They should have signed him after we were done. They should have let us go ahead and knock them off the second time. Like then sign Cam. No, we got.
You're thinking Cam is about to go off on you.
You goddamn right. I'm thinking Cam about to go off on the fucking Bucks. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie about it. I'm gonna say that shit fucking. Cam finna fucking beat Andy Dalton in practice. He finna go win the starting spot in 2 weeks. I give him 2 weeks. He gotta learn the playbook for sure. So I give him 2 weeks. to get enough plays learned to when he can goddamn go out there and beat Cam a little bit. That's first. Because you still got Alvin Kamara, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Michael Thomas will miraculously stop being hurt if they get goddamn on Cam there. He'll miraculously stop being hurt. I think he pulling the damn Tony. Anyway, you got the Colts beating the goddamn Raiders by 5. We kind of talked about it a little bit.
Fuck the Raiders. Go ahead.
You got the Packers beating the Cowboys in overtime, 31-28. That shit is hilarious. That's hilarious, bro. You got any words for that?
No, you said it pretty much. Hilarious. Yeah.
Can you press that they are who we thought they were?
Mm-hmm.
They are who we thought they were.
I want to say French fuck the Cowboys.
What?
You got the goddamn Cardinals beating the damn Rams 27-17.
They are who we thought they were.
And that's for damn sure. But the only problem I have with that game is Cooper Kupp got hurt. God dang it, I had him in my fantasy. Why did Cooper Kupp had to get hurt? Matthew Stafford's right there, perfectly healthy. Why the fuck did Cooper Kupp get hurt? Like, what the fuck? He right there, perfectly fucking healthy. What the fuck? You took the wrong white boy out, injury gods. Oh shit, I got the wrong face on. I forgot to put my
now let's be very clear. He's joking. He's not wishing. He's talking about fantasy football. Yes,
I definitely talk about fantasy football, and I'm definitely joking. I wish no injury.
Exactly.
I wish no injury on nobody. It's all jokes. That's why I put my scummy face on.
He said he picked the wrong white boy. Oh shit.
All right,
it's
then
too damn good.
You got the Niners. The Niners winning against the Chargers, which they overplaying the fuck out of this shit on the Bay Area news. Yeah, they overplaying the fuck out of that. Y'all won 22-16 in the Sunday night game.
We always win on primetime. What part of that is being lost? I've said that many times.
A quarterback with broken ribs by 6 points.
Bro, I don't care if the quarterback was healthy. The Niners don't lose in primetime. That's just what happens. I wished every single week we played on primetime because we'd be 17-0. But we don't.
Oh, man.
There's only like 3 or 4 games that we get primetime. And every single time we're on primetime, whether it's Monday night or Sunday night, or even Thursday night, we're always winning.
Man, we're not trying to watch Kyle Shanahan murder people, bro. Like, that's not what we're trying to watch.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying on primetime, that's just what happens.
He doing his best bet to commit murder, legal murder. That's what he doing, bro. He is ending careers left and right. I swear to you.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Just needs to. But that's what I'm saying. Like going into next week, a regular Sunday game. We'll see what happens.
Hey, the Bucks Niners game better be primetime TV, bro.
I don't think it is.
It better be. That shit better be primetime TV.
Can you see?
Yeah, I'll go to your schedule because you're already on my screen right now, and the Bucks at the top. No, we play at 125. Some bullshit. We play at 125.
A 125 game.
That's some bullshit. How is that not a big game? Tom Brady fucking playing the Niners in fucking I almost said Candlestick. In Levi's? How is that not a big game?
Don't know.
What game did they pick that week to be a big fucking game? Preseason when they made these schedules. I mean, not preseason.
What's the Sunday and Monday night games for that week?
Hold on, let me check. I think that was about week 16, right? Nope, I was off a week. Was I off a week? Damn, I was off 2 weeks. Yep, I was off 2 weeks. The Sunday night game for that week is the Chiefs Broncos. Come the fuck on, flex me, coach. The Patriots Cardinals is the Monday night game. Flex me, coach. Flex me.
What kind of fuckery is this?
Jets Bills. Like, come on, bro. Flex me the fuck out of that.
What kind of scheduling is this?
But I'm saying they didn't know. They didn't know. I mean, fucking night game. Patriots Cardinals. Come the fuck on. Like, even in the
what storyline was going to be Patriots Cardinals? The storyline is Tom Brady against the team he wanted to be on
3 fucking times, and they said no. And that's where he's from. That was his team he grew up watching. That should always be the primetime game. I don't get what the fuck their issue is. If you're going to schedule this game, it has to be at night. It has to be a night game, like a night game. That is a Sunday or Monday night game.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Who do we write?
I'm with you.
I don't think, has the NFL flexed any games this year?
Nope.
We need to write to somebody, bro.
We have to.
Write, like, petition or some shit.
Something.
Like, what the fuck? That's some bullshit.
What do we got to do to get the word out there to make 49ers Bucks a primetime game, whether Sunday night or Monday night?
Please.
I don't give a shit which one it is.
Please.
Who do we talk to? Who do we got to send the letter to get that flexed out? We'll see. Have we? All right. What other ones do we got here? Have we missed any?
Yeah, the Monday night game. Commanders Eagles. Commanders beat the Eagles 32-21. My boy Taylor Heineken went off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why the Commanders haven't realized that Heineke is their guy.
Nah, that honestly, I know they fucking apologized to Taylor, bro. They had to. If they didn't apologize after this game, Taylor got to be like, I'm finna kill this year and get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yep.
That's got to be his, like, there's absolutely no way you stay here if they didn't apologize to you after this game.
Yep.
Granted, he didn't go off. He won the game. He did enough to win the game. So let me rephrase what actually happened. But I'll say this. Terry McLaurin had 8 for 128. So
Terry McLaurin was scary Terry last night.
He was afraid of no one, and he shook the shit out of everyone.
He was full on scary Terry. It was a hell of a performance. I'm not gonna lie.
And then Jalen Hurts reverted back to his regular self.
That's what happens when you play.
Hold on, I should have.
This was the Oklahoma Jalen Hurts showing up.
Is your wife?
Make you rest in shit.
Is your wife in the room?
No.
All right, cool. So yeah, he reverted back to his regular self, and Philly reverted back to themselves because Miles Sanders had a regular fucking Miles Sanders game, 12 for 54 yards. He did absolutely jack shit nothing.
Hold on. Why did you have to clarify whether my wife is in the room or not?
Because I didn't want her fucking goddamn cussing me out now. Like, you know. I can take it later. Now, like, I can understand. Later on.
Not live.
Not there. We don't need it. Nah, I can take it later. I have a rain check for that curse out.
Oh, shit, that's good. If not, I'll just wait.
Exactly.
If she's in the room, I'll just wait. You give me a head nod or a signal when she goes.
Yeah. Just blink. Shit. If you gotta stay stiff, just blink. Like tread more.
That part's getting clipped, I swear.
Hey man,
I swear.
look. Hey, make sure this part gets in there too. Josh, they had a lovely wedding, a lovely reception. His wife had on some of the dopest fucking combat boots I've ever seen in my life, and I knew not to cross her at no point in time in my life. So make sure she's not in the room before I talk shit about her Eagles.
Yes, my wife not only looked beautiful in her wedding dress, she also wore combat boots, which were a surprise to me as well. I was like, "Yep, that's her."
Dopest fucking combat boots, but
Oh,
I
she's
knew not
like,
to.
she's like, "I'm not wearing heels and being uncomfortable. I'm gonna be dancing all night." She put on the combat boots.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. All right, so yeah, that ended football for the week, and so yeah, man.
Oh, it's time.
I want to. Can we talk about fucking AB putting that text message out, thinking he was fucking proving the point?
Uh, I saw that, and I don't know what he was trying to prove.
It made Tom look better.
Exactly.
It made him look like a leader.
It made him look like he legitimately cared about him, like, and now he's doing all this shit.
And it's like now, at the same time, that makes everybody in the Bucks organization like we have to, well, however long you want to be in the NFL, you have to be here. Like, please, please just give them a 10-day. Give them a 10-day when you're done. Like you just walking out the door. Like, I'm gonna just leave as this. You know what I'm saying? But for the rest of your playing career, stay here. It's warm, it's beautiful here. You know, the initials are the same as yours. You know what I'm saying? The whole city fucking do anything for you. We love you.
Oh man. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I guess when it goes to AB, it's just like you said, it makes Tom look better.
Hey, let me be clear. After 10 years of bad quarterback play and we get Tom Brady for 3 years, oh, you kiss up to a good quarterback. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about what nobody think about me for saying that shit right there. I don't care. We kiss up to a good quarterback. We had 10 years of atrocious quarterback play.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. I'm not going back. I'm not going. I'm not going. I refuse. I refuse.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got the top 5 list, and this top 5 this week is top 5 curses in sports. I mean, we tried to go all over the map in picking from different sports, but we looked at it and go, baseball curses. We wouldn't really give a shit about baseball on this show, but there's so many superstitious um things in baseball that it's too many curses to count. So we kind of dwindled it down a little bit to football and basketball. And these curses, I mean, we're doing it different this time because last time I had my own list and Kay had his own list. But this time we basically broke it down together and came up with our own really idea of like the top 5 curses, at least for our Jaffo standards. So number 5 on the list, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, JP, K, How are the Cowboys cursed? We'll tell you. When the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones decided to get rid of Jimmy Johnson, the Dallas Cowboys haven't been right since. I call it Jimmy Johnson curse. Um, but it's kind of a Jerry Jones curse. Like since he's taken over the team and gotten rid of Jimmy Johnson, the Dallas Cowboys have been an absolute afterthought in the NFL. They can keep calling them America's team all they fucking want. They're not. They're not America's team. They haven't been for quite some time. Um, so looking at that and a little bit of a, I guess you could say a bias on both ends. But name a time after Jimmy Johnson that the Dallas Cowboys were any good. Thank you. Number 4, the dreaded Madden curse. Now we talked about this and we wanted to find curses that are kind of still ongoing. We didn't want to get curses that have been broken and that all the kind of stuff because again, a curse is a curse until it's not. Uh the Madden curse had one exception, and it was Tom Brady back in 2016 when he was on the cover. Um, Tom Brady that year went off, and so didn't you say didn't they win the Super Bowl
He won the Super Bowl and the MVP.
that year after the cover?
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, that could be one of those. The Madden curse is broken. Well, given he's literally the only exception, we thought of it like we give the GOAT the exception to the rule. He's the only exception to the rule. So the curse is still a curse. There's only one exception to it. There's somebody who's immune to it. But every other person, what does Peyton Hillis have done? Most of you are going to look at us and go, "Who the fuck is Peyton Hillis?" And that's how you should react. But he was on the cover of Madden. One hit, what you talk about, a one hit wonder year. That was it.
Hey, don't hold on, chill out, please, 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 please. I love Peyton Hillis. Peyton Hillis, shout out to you, bro. Please come on the show if you ain't got shit to do.
Hey,
Hey,
if
look,
Peyton Hillis comes on, hey, I'll be honest with you. Let me be honest. If Peyton Hillis comes on the show, after what I just said, I will ask him point blank, where am I wrong?
he was on the Cleveland Browns. The very next year, Joshua Quibbs was out of there. That was the year he didn't play. The next season, when he started the whole, I think that's when he started the whole up and down of going to goddamn rehab. Or
He kept getting hurt.
yeah, I mean, he was saying get hurt. Now it was him smoking weed and shit. So they lost their top receiver. They had a fucking mid quarterback. I'm talking about really Reggie quarterback.
He kept getting hurt though, right?
He kept getting hurt, but he also kept going the weed shit.
Peyton Hillis, really?
No, I said Joshua Cribbs.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Peyton Hillis for a quick second.
No, I said Joshua Cribbs. But Peyton Hillis kept getting hurt because it was overuse. That's all it was. Cleveland ain't have shit else.
It's also true.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's pretty much what he fell into. Overuse. The Cleveland Browns failed him. He didn't fail them.
Madden curse still pretty much lives on. I don't know. I think Lamar.
He
Well, they
took,
got out. They got outed in the playoffs pretty fucking hard last year
yeah,
after being on the cover.
his play was the fucking curse. Like Odell play was the curse. I mean, he did get hurt, but his play was a curse. That's when they went to the playoffs. They went to Miami and shit to play Green Bay, and they got maxed out.
Yeah,
That was his man year.
that's true.
I'm not
So,
mistaken.
I mean, if there's another one that we're not thinking about, please let us know somebody who has broken the Madden curse so we can take 4 out of our list. Number 3, the Orlando Magic curse. Okay, you're gonna have to explain this one a little bit more to me. Why are the Orlando Magic cursed?
Because of this man right here. What they did to him. They did to my man Shaq. When Shaq was there and they went to the finals back-to-back years and lost to the Houston Rockets, they put in the paper, they asked basically a survey, like, should they get rid of Shaq or whatever? And it was like, who, I think it was who should they get rid of or should they get rid, it was some shit like that. Because I was young, so I'm just remembering it because I was super young. So, but they was like a good percentage was like, get rid of Shaq. They were like, shit. Shaq got up out of there on the trade, got to LA, went to and won 3 rings with the Lakers. When Shaq left, I was up out of there. I went with Shaq. I was gone. And I got my money. I was gone. I'll tell you, I was a Shaq fan all the time. I had everything Shaq. Shaq food, the CD, the game. I had doggone Kazam on tape. I had Shazam Steel. I'm telling you, I had blue chips. I'm telling you, I was a Shaq fan, bro.
And the Magic haven't been right since. Now they had Dwight Howard, who I guess people can argue was Shaq 2.0
But they did him the
in
same way.
Orlando, but exactly.
They did him the
Same
same
thing
way.
here.
And they was dumb as fuck putting Jameer Nelson in. Jameer Nelson fresh off an injury. And Rayford Austin was killing him. Rayford Austin and fucking fucking Anthony Mason. If I think that was his name, that point guard. Bro, they was killing. They was killing, and they gonna put motherfucking Jameer Nelson hurt ass in the game, and they fucking got beat. Like, man, come the fuck on, bro. They slandered Courtney Lee. They slandered Courtney Lee for missing that damn I ain't gonna lie to you. They slandered Lee. Destroyed him. They murdered Courtney Lee, but hey, look, that's Orlando Magic curse. Until if Pablo do it, all right, we'll see. But fuck him.
Number 2. Yep. The
Oh,
Cleveland Browns.
y'all knew they was making the list.
Y'all had to know they were making the list. The Cleveland Browns making the list is not only appropriate, um, it's kind of deserved. Now, most of us know, um, if you're a fan of history, you would know that the Cleveland Browns disbanded for a couple of years. Was it 3, 4 years?
I don't remember the count.
From the late 90s, the team had essentially moved to what was the expansion team? It wasn't the Ravens because that was the Baltimore Colts. Like the Colts up and left. No, no. The Browns became the Ravens.
No, the Colts became the Ravens. The Colts moved from fucking
No,
no.
but they stayed in Indy. They
You're
stayed
right.
in Indy though.
Right. You're right. No, they moved from Baltimore to Indy.
Right. They moved, but that was a long time ago.
A long time ago, yeah. And then the Browns went to fucking and
The Browns are the ones that they disbanded the team
or wasn't the fucking Ravens a new team at that point? Because Ray Lewis
because the Browns left. The
yeah,
Browns came back in 03.
yeah.
So they had been gone since the late 90s. And
Was that the year they had them orange jerseys? one of them years they had orange jerseys. Them bitch was dope.
They had Bill Belichick as a coach.
Oh yeah, they was sorry as fuck then. Hold
It
on,
was
Bill was there before that because Tom was drafted
before.
in 2000.
Yep.
No, I'm saying Tom was drafted in
Before.
2000. Bill was the coach when Tom was drafted, bro. Bill was there
Bill's the Brown coach.
before 2003.
Oh, that's right.
He was the coach in the first go round.
Whoops. But yeah, the Cleveland Browns, and then since they've come back, because we were talking about it, like they used to be a storied franchise. This is a team that used to actually make the AFC Championship game quite frequently. Like if not the Super Bowl and stuff like that. They've been contenders in their history for a long time. Even going back before the merger, all the NFL championships and stuff like that they won with Jim Brown and Otto Graham and all the like the Browns were a storied franchise. And then after that disbandment to go to Baltimore and then come back a few years later, they haven't been right since. So how the Cleveland Browns reverse that curse, that remains to be seen because I don't see it happening anytime soon. Because they haven't been able to figure out, nor do I think they're going to figure it out, at least in my lifetime. It's going to be a while. And number one, if the Cleveland Browns weren't number one, who the fuck else could it be? Now, look, we were going to have the Cleveland Browns number one. And we were going to have this team at number two. But Kay did a little bit more research into the origins of the Detroit Lions and realized this curse goes back. We were thinking Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson curse. No, this goes back way farther than that. This goes back to the early days of Night Train Lane. 1950 fucking 8. Now, Kate, do you have it in front of you of what Night Train had said?
No, I don't have it in front of me, but I remember he said y'all ain't gonna win shit for another 50 years.
The Detroit Lions, the number one cursed team. Night Train Lane, after they had traded him to the Pittsburgh Steelers, had said the Detroit Lions, like Kay said, paraphrasing, but perfectly saying it, the Detroit Lions aren't going to win a goddamn thing for 50 years. Maybe, or pretty much more than that. Now, you go down the way. You have a running back like Barry Sanders. Arguably top 2, top 3 greatest running backs to ever play the game. And you only make the playoffs one time. And not only that, you did him dirty. And that's the reason why you retired in year 10. Flash forward. You draft Megatron. Calvin Johnson. You talk about a beast. That dude was something else at the wide receiver position. You do absolutely nothing with him. Screw him over. He retires year 10. You did it back to back. You did it to Night Train Lane. You did it to Barry Sanders. You did it to Calvin Johnson.
And fun fact, at the 50-year mark, they went 0-16.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So call it what you want, but we're gonna call it what it is. We're talking the most cursed team in all of sports. It's the Detroit Lions. The Detroit fucking Lions. Shout out to Night Train Lane, Barry Sanders, and Calvin Johnson. Ford family, get your shit together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this lovely Tuesday evening. Uh, watching NBA. Sacramento is beating the crap out of the Brooklyn Nets, 115-79, currently. So that's something new. Sacramento Kings are actually doing well. Get us back on Friday. Next week is Thanksgiving. It is also the San Jose State versus Hawaii game on Saturday, so we'll be there for that 12:30 next week.
You said Thanksgiving on Friday.
Thanksgiving, no, but Thanksgiving is the next week on Thursday. Sorry. Not this week, next week. And let's see, we got show Friday with Corey Hammond. I'm gonna try and do something for that show. Hopefully Corey Hammond can appreciate. Because I think it'll bring something to the show that you and I especially are just going to be dying of laughter. And hopefully it's at the expense of Corey Hammond. No, all seriously, shout out to Corey. Shout out to everybody out there over the A7FL. Yeah, pretty much it. You got anything, Kay, before we head out?
Yeah, I got a few things. Firstly, as always, make sure you wash your ass. Secondly, again, thank you, NFL and Germany. That was the greatest game I've seen in my life. I was up ass crack in the morning, screaming at a fucking computer screen, standing up, fucking doing the most. Like Julio Jones scored, bro. When I tell you I screeched and screamed at the top of my thorax capacity, bro. I was in this bitch so happy for Julio and so happy for my team. Because you can see Julio like, I gotta get this bitch. Because when you see him catch it, he started running, and then you could see him dig deep. And he was like, fuck it, I'm scoring. Like you see him say, fuck it, I'm scoring in his body. Like, fuck it, I'm scoring. Bro, I'm telling you, you need to watch that shit, bro. Like, I don't know.
I will. I'll
try-
find it somewhere. I don't know if I can see it in its full entirety, but at least I can.
Well, have the positivity that you find it because you
Yeah.
need to see it. You need to see that full game. But
I'll definitely look for it.
yeah, that was the greatest game I've seen in my life, bro. Hands down. Hands down, the greatest game I've seen in my life, especially with Rich Eisen commentating. Bro,
I'm still surprised Rich Eisen was commentating.
the whole fucking game, bro. That shit was amazing, bro. I'm telling you, if you saw my Twitter feed, I kept saying Rich Eisen was in rare form. Rich Eisen was in rare form. He shouted out Pat McAfee on that motherfucker. He was going in, dog. Like he was, I'm telling you, Rich Eisen was going in. He made the game so interesting. The fans made the game the game felt so fast, bro. I was like, damn, it's already the fourth quarter. Like I'm telling you, like the game just flowed so fucking quickly, bro. It was a great game. And last and not least, rest in peace, Coach Nish, man.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace, Coach Nish. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys on Friday. For myself, JP, for the 610 Beasts from the Southeast, Mr. Country K. We will see you guys next time. Deuces.
Aloha.